my name is Dalia and welcome to my channel. Before we start, little disclaimer. With disclaimer, we're done. Let's begin. As you can see behind me, the picture a little bit changed. Yes, I finally moved out and moved into a new apartment. Yes, the flat is not really new. It's, I may say, a little bit tired. However, it's still good. I have a roof. I have a perfect private communal garden where I can use those furnitures which one I was having in my balcony before. Is the flat this better? I think it's okay. Is this flat is more expensive? Yes, it is. However, it's not only because of the rent, to be honest with you. These days, I noticed while I was looking for the apartment that in the market, the prices changing. I'm not quite sure. Is it because of a COVID situation or economic situation? In any case, I noticed before the zones where you're checking and searching to the flat or house, you could tell that really is it the 5 or is it the 6 or is it the 3rd zone. However, this time when I was looking for that, there was no changes. There was no much of difference. And my decision was, if I have to pay the same huge price for the rental place, I would rather find out the place which one is closer to my work. So I'm not gonna have a morning stress while I'm going to the work, right? Because yes, in London, the transportation is huge, is big, is really good developed. However, it's a huge city. There's a lot of people, and in the morning rush hours, it's impossible to reach the place sometimes on time. The roads are packed, the train is packed, the bus, and it's a lot of delays. If the weather is good or bad or whatever, everything is affecting the transportation, and it causes you stressful emotions and situations. In any case, and then I saw the prices of transportation and how long I will have to travel. All this combination, my decision was to be close to the work. Ta-da! I am here. Yes, the another flat was quite good. I may share the video somewhere here or here. My huge, nice balcony, right? I'm really, proud of it because I made with my friend amazing view. As you can see, it's really beautiful. Yes, now I don't have this type of thing. However, I still gonna make my flat much beautiful and comfortable, and that I will feel as at home. Let's start about the moving. Yes, this time I may say the moving was quite stressful. Not the action itself to pack things and travel to another place, or repacking and packing, all those kind of things. No, it's kind of, when you are renting, you kind of expecting those things to happen, obviously, right? However, the most stressful thing was for me the attitude towards me from the agency. Yes, they let me know 2 months in advance that I have to move out. However, they was keep constantly sending me emails about me to make sure to move in a certain date. I got the emails, I got the call, and I got even official paper letter, which one I was very surprised to get it, to reminding me that I have to move. And in my head was like, my God, let me find the flat and move, right? I know that I have to move, and I was literally stressed, and I didn't understand why they acting that way. So I was a little bit kind of trying not to share much of details of my personal life, but I was sharing a little bit of things what I have to deal, because I want to see, am I the only one who is facing these problems? Apparently no. A couple of my colleagues, more I may say my clients at my workplace, were sharing their situations, and yes, I find out that they reminding you quite often and quite making sure it's official. Why? Because there's a lot of tendency making really bad things. They are not moving out from the certain day when they have to, and then it's caused the problems. Or they are trying to get some benefits from the government to get like a council house or council apartment or something like that. I have no idea how this system works. However, apparently those people doing certain things. So then I was like thinking, okay, that makes sense why they are so want to make sure that I know that I have to move out, right? So I will stop stressing about that. However, there is another problem with what I'm facing even at the moment, the deposit, right? All our previous agencies was never pushing me to send them final bills of the utilities, which one you are using, like a gas, electricity, water, and council tax, right? Never. Time was my first time that someone is pushing me to really make sure to send me PDF format the final bill, like an official thing that it's really that they will know that officially I paid all the bills on time and I made last payment of that apartment. For me, it was very surprising and stressful because previous agencies was okay for them without having this information. For them was really make sure that I changed the old address in the gas, in the water, electricity, all those places, right? And to change account that I move out, to make sure that I sorted all those things. But nobody was asking me the final bills. And actually, I was really nice to pay everything on time. I never been missing anything. So for me, I felt a little bit offended. What do you mean? I'm not paying or something? What do you think about me? However, later on, again, because I was so angry and I couldn't hold in my anger and my disappointment, I a little bit shared with one of my colleagues about the situation. And she told me that she was facing the same situation. Apparently, there's some rules on some law change and everything like this. So she sent all the documents, all the official proofs that she paid everything, and her deposit was held for 3 months. She even had some arguments with the agency. We didn't threaten them, but at some point they said, okay, we give you all the official information, you're still not giving us money back. And as I know, her husband gets so kind of angry, and they said, okay, if you're not giving us deposit back, even for to give you all information, we're gonna go to court. And that triggers them, so the agency give them money back. I hope I'm not gonna get in this type of situation. However, I find out while searching in internet and Google, did anyone again didn't face the same situation like me? Apparently, yes, there's a lot of tenancies which one doesn't pay on time the bills, and some of them they don't pay so many months in advance and they are just moving out, and the new people coming, and there's a lot of problems coming, or even the flat sometimes is not rented for a couple of months, and then the landlord is coming and seeing that a huge amount of bills was not paid, or someone's getting someone's else bills to pay. And I will tell you what happened to me. 7 years ago, I was living in a Cheesecake. It's a huge, amazing, beautiful, wonderful area, but very expensive, really expensive. A lot of English speakers people. Yes, there's a lot of also people from other countries. However, the area is amazing, nice. I'm not sure about criminal level, but personally for me, nothing happened. I was working even at a late night and even going early in the morning. Nothing happened. Nobody was stealing my phone. I didn't have any issues. I haven't seen anyone like fights or stealing things or something. So I'm think that the area is quite safe. However, in the flat where I lived, the council tax was not paid for a couple of months. And I remember even so, I took my day off from my previous job, where I used to work with food, with the pastries for first and business class. I believe so. In one of the video I mentioning that type of job I had before. However, there after that I was listening my boss telling me, oh, what kind of party you had, maybe you have a date or this and that, crazy things you done, la la la, that's why you haven't come to work for one day. Anyway, I took the day off just to go to consul to figure out and explain the things. I even showed them my official documents of my contract where I moved in, when exactly I moved in that apartment, and that is impossible for me to be in that flat and not to pay the consul. I paid for the completely different borough. So how and why I have to pay for someone else's bills? Someone else haven't paid the bill, so I have to do it. And apparently the conclusion was I paid quite a huge amount of money because they said I hadn't paid. However, this situation might be for some people will be really frustrating. However, I remember even the day when I was sending the money from my bank to the agent, through the lawyer, and all those banking things I have done, my own bank stopped me. They blocked my transaction of money. And the lawyer called me, they said to me, you haven't paid. I said, I did. And I was like saying, and he said to me, maybe your bank blocked you. And I was like, huh? What? Never happened anymore. I do have money. Everything is okay. Yes, I was lending money from some people. Anyway, I called to the bank and I said, why you blocked my transaction? And they told me that, well, sorry, that the amount of money was quite huge and you pay for someone we haven't known and you never pay for this person. And then I explained them that this is the consul tax lawyer account and I have to pay for consul tax. It's like a fee for not pay for a couple of months. Anyway, they unblocked my transaction and I made all the payments. The lesson what I learned, I found out that my bank is really serious and really, how to say, protecting me. Well, in that situation, they actually protect me from me. Anyway, but it was quite interesting lesson for me. And I do really trust that bank still. Whatever, regardless, people are telling about that bank, for me, it's quite okay. So, conclusion of the situation at the moment. I am waiting for the consul of my previous apartment, the borough, the official letter of me that I paid all the bills, all the months of the borough of the consul tax itself. I got already the letter from the water, British Thames Water. I got from the electricity as well. Now left only one. And hopefully I will get my deposit back. Yes. Also, yeah, they when you are moving out, obviously, who is renting, you obviously know that they do like they checking your flat, how it looks like, did you have any damage done, and this and that, blah blah blah, and did you left anything, is your window is okay, all those things they considerating as well. And also, even if you can, how to say, comment on the clerk comments itself. Yes, I hopefully conclusion is I will get the deposit back. Yes. So about this flat, it's quite good. I have no idea how it's gonna be at winter time. Let's see. Also, here is the Scottish gas. It's my first time experience to have a Scottish gas. Let's see how it's gonna be. And yes, I changed the borough. In previous borough, I believe so, I was living about 6 years, I think, or 6 or 5 years. So now I'm living in completely different borough. So far is okay. Let's see how it's gonna be later. I hope you liked the video. Put a like and leave me comment. I'm really curious, did you ever facing certain situation that the agent was acting with you quite rudely? Did they help you? Did the moving out or moving in is really stressful for you, or it's like not big deal and you don't feel any bad things and you're just smoothly going around from one borough to another and everything is going well for you? I'm very curious, right? Also, I may say one thing. I really, even till this day, I'm really happy that I kind of trained myself not to have attachment to the places. Yes, because it saves my nervous system, and actually it saves me from more stress. Yes, because nothing is permanent. Flat, work, buildings, nothing. Everything is just, you have to enjoy the moment and that time when you are in a certain building, in a certain workplace and environment. You have to enjoy it and just live that moment at the moment. And if you have to move out, this is the life. What can you do? It's going to be part of your past. And now is the present. And you can a little bit plan your future, obviously. Yes. Anyway, vote the like, subscribe, and see you around. Bye-bye.